Hello, my name is Patrick Bordeaux, and this afternoon we're going to talk about the cycle of addiction. We're going to first explain that addiction is a disease, not a moral weakness. Then we'll describe the cycle of addiction. How can we enter the cycle of addiction? Either because we want to feel good or either because we want not to feel bad. And we'll explain that whether you use one door or the other, at the end, the result will be the same. You will always keep using not to feel bad. You will never feel good again. That's the cycle of addiction. So we'll explain how it works, why do you always feel bad, and how you can try to get out of it. Then in the second part, we will talk about children and adolescents. They are the most vulnerable. They are the most at risk. When you start using a substance or using alcohol, you're usually not very old. Why are children and adolescents at risk? What makes them more vulnerable? This is also what we're going to explain in this presentation. It has to do with the formation of your brain from the back to the front part being the frontal cortex here, the part that allows you to decide what's good for you, what's bad for you, to project you into the future. This part's not matured, ready until the age of 25. That explains a lot about behaviors we can see in adolescents and children, and we see much less in adults. And finally, we will try to develop the concept of pre-addiction, the same way about 20 or 30 years ago was developed the concept of pre-diabetes in the United States. How can you catch the disease at a very early stage, so you give an opportunity to people to be treated, and you also motivate them more because you tell them you're not quite there yet, so it's still early enough to stop the evolution of the disease and not to get really sick. The same way somebody would tell you you had precancerous cell. In the world precancerous, the key is pre. You still can avoid it. And we want to develop this concept for addiction, trying to intervene early and keep a lot of people from getting much worse.